Hello there, YouTube. How the hell are you? My name is Vac. Welcome to Mortytown TV. I hope you're here for some vicious Marvel Strike Force action, because that's what you're about to get. So come on in, chill out, make yourself at home. Let's get swifty, huh?
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
All right. So first thing we're doing this morning, we got the full range of stuff to do. Dark Dimension, raids, blitzes, all that. This new X-Force event, we're going to try to knock out some points and milestones on that. But first things first, we just began a war with Ladyboy 3. I have never heard of the Ladyboy cluster. This will be our first foray against them. So let's see how we do. The first thing we got to do is get in here and scout out the defense. Nothing terrible there. Nothing terrible there. Most importantly, we're looking for any buffs on the rooms. Okay, so no visible buffs from engineering or security anywhere in the place. So let's take a look at this. This always makes it a little more difficult, but let's take a look here. We're looking for, all right. We're looking for Scarlet Witch and a man running, and Mystique and a flowery tea looking thing. Okay, this is always difficult for me, but what we need to do is go look these people up and see. All right, there's our Mystique with the flowery tea looking thing. She's 4'9". And here is our Wanda with a man running who's only an even 4, so that's the one we're going for. So we're just going to drill down the middle until we see any evidence that makes us feel like we need to shift gears. So we're going to call person on the left in flight deck 2, and I'm going to type that out for the Mortys now. Clear, and move down. I always give a target plus an indication of where we are going next. So target's the guy on the left, clear and move down, because that's what we want to do. And in my experience, such as it is, at the level of competition that we're at, it's all about finding med bay and barracks as quickly as possible, then dropping armory to slow down the opponent. But it's not so much of a race, so armory is not as big as it is later. So we want to get their rooms down before we get into bridge and reactor, basically. We want to get any adjacent security or especially engineering dropped, that kind of thing. We want to, when we hit their biggest players, we want to have as many defensive buffs down as we can get. So to find everything and open up this map, that room right there is the best one to clear. Right? That opens up the majority of the map when you do that. So we're going to try to drill right down the center, and if everything looks kosher, that's what we're going to aim to do. All right, so I'm going to blind you for just a second so that I can go check our defense and see where these guys are drilling down at. Okay. Then I'm just going to apply a few boosts just to give them something to think about when they're getting started here. Then I can get back over to attack, and there we go. So those were, yeah, it was a 339 and a 365. So what we can do then is we can come in here, and I don't know, this might be a bit of an overkill. I might have to leave this alone. But I have a Sinister 6 team. That's too much of a punch down. We'll have to wait for a bigger pun fenders. Let's just leave that for the Mortys, and let's get back about our day, all right? Pick up our orbs. Villains Arena challenges. We've got the whole gamut to run today. Let's go ahead and knock our challenges out. We got Dark Dimension 3 to do. We've got this new X-Force event we're going to try to score some points on and get some milestones out of, because we want that 7-star Doc Ock. That's going to be big. So it's on our 1 year plan right now for sure. All right. So we're saving those 2 orbs. So let's get into supplies. We'll take some catalysts and call it a day. Probably good on that chi. Actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and pick it up. All right. Definitely want war charges. We're here, so we'll take those basic catalysts. Definitely take the damage catalysts. Got all these characters, so we're just saving up for our next orb. We'll take the isomers. We got 4,000 to spend. We'll take these syringes, and we'll hold on to the rest. All right, and almost enough for a 5-star upgrade. That'll be nice to get. But we're still working on the golds. Need to finish Dark Dimension 3 to really get that going anywhere. Okay. So we need arena, campaign missions, raid blitz, donation, the whole thing. Let's go ahead and get some Black Order on Black Order action first thing in the morning. I'm looking forward to seeing when these large Marauder builds start coming up into the arena meta. Hasn't happened yet, still pretty early. Most people don't have Emma Frost at all yet, let alone built up to a usable number of stars. But I suspect we're going to start seeing them sneak in. All right, so he flipped on us. We'll flip it all right back. Oh, my Proxima lived through that. Well, they had to take her down just so it wasn't a shutout, right? Then we wear down the big guy and call this one a day. Now what we might do from there is lose 3 fights with X-Force. And then save 1 energy to try to snipe number 1 later today. Let me go see what an alliance mate is talking about here. Let's take a look at this. Oh, in arena. All right, yeah, the Mortys are moving through this at a pretty good rate now. So let's knock out 1 more fight somewhere else, and we'll probably be ready to make another call here. All right. So what we need to do then is go spend some campaign energy. And the big thing we want to farm right now is isomers, like those right there. But we'll leave the rest of the isomers off for now and just do 3 villains so that we can knock out our daily objective, you know, for 3 villain campaign nodes. That's like the winner right there. Ignore that happy little chime. Just squeezing some laundry in while I game. All right. So raid blitz donation. All right. Well, the next thing we need to do is buy the energy for the day that we're going to buy. Usually this would be campaign energy, but right now for the duration of this event, I'm buying Squirrel Girl energy. And that's 600 cores worth a day, which will come out to 900 energy for this event. And 900 energy will be exactly enough to farm every hard node. Usually comes out to 3 orbs after you do this, sometimes 2. And it's just a nice solid way to start the morning. We're going to make almost all of these cores back in arena by the end of the day. So it's a pretty decent bit of progress to make for 100 cores. Mr. Brunk, good morning. What up, my glip glop?
Wubba lubba dub dub!
All right, so what did we get there? 1 basic and 3 Doreens, it looks like. Yep. As predicted. So we'll see what we get. Oh, nice. Middle drop. 23 shards. Not terrible. Not terrible to start the day. So how are we doing on Squirrel Girl? Let's go take a look at her. We have got her 4 stars, 5 reds, and still need to get another upgrade on her on that. And then she'll be probably a little better contributor in that Young Avengers team. We maybe can move that Young Avengers team up my roster. They're down in, I think they're in the top 20, but that's about it. And not very deep into it. So we'll see. Meanwhile, up here, Emma Frost is coming along at 5 reds. We need to at some point work on getting her a little more love. We need more cytoplasms. Could we just buy some cytoplasms and move on from there? Let me see here. I don't necessarily want to, well, yeah, I kind of do want to buy that offer. I kind of do want to buy that offer. Okay. In fact, that might finish out X23. So I might just get 1. Not going to get many cytoplasms, but we will take those 50 shards. And then we're going to buy these cytoplasms. Because I don't want to have to farm them. I'm too busy farming Squirrel Girl. And hopefully that'll get her at least a piece or 2. That will get her all the pieces. And we can move her up to 12 before we get using her in the roster anytime today. We did a good bit of testing yesterday. So what we're saving up for now on T4s is I'm going to buy this White Queen ability. Her basic, just a little extra damage. And that's not the kind of thing that gets me out of any T4s unless it's going to help me in arena. All right, so a lot of work that could be going on here, but we're not going to for now. We're going to get on Beast pretty hard one of these days here pretty soon. I just heard an alert, so let's go check and see if that was the war, and it was. Way to go, phone. Way to go. All right, so we got a room down. We're into cargo bay. Not a kill box, just the cargo bay. So let's see then. We need Groove Master and Iron Man with a smiley face. Don't judge me. I'm doing the best I can here. I don't think that was the Iron Man. I think maybe it's another Iron Man with a smiley face. Groove Master 5-1. Not that Iron Man. Maybe it was that Iron Man. Yeah, it was. Okay, so Groove Master's 5-1. Iron Man with smiley face is 5-4. So Groove Master it is. So we're going to call. Hate to go through cargo bay, but I don't want to give up our positioning. And it's not going to be that bad. It's not going to be that bad. It's not a kill box or anything like that. And they're probably have all three of the crap rooms stacked up here at the top. So when we get down to here, whatever this is, it's probably going to be something decent enough that we're going to full clear it. It's likely going to be a kill box. We might move under it and come back around, but we'll see how it goes. Because very likely we get down here, whatever is there, there'll be security on one side of it and engineering on the other. It seems to be the build that they're going with here. We're just trying to suss out what their layout is. So we'll get down through cargo bay. We'll know for sure. All right. If it's a kill box, which what I mean by kill box is it has both a defense up and a defense down buff in the room. Then we may push through and clear out some of the stuff underneath and then come back. We'll see how it goes. It depends on what room it is, etc. So we got the room called. We got the Mortys going in the right direction. Let's see here. Was there an attack there I could make? A 430k Guardian of the Galaxy. We got something for that, I'm sure. Just to get this thing warmed up. Matter of fact, let's test out our burgeoning young Avenger team here. Nick, welcome. Good morning, sir. Nice to have you back in the stream. Yeah, we're not far into it, Nick. We're on the second room down. We're just clearing a tunnel, basically, to get to the good stuff. And I'm trying out my young Avengers for the first time in a war. So, might as well just try to go ahead and bang Drax out of here. Overwhelm him. He doesn't have a healer, so this is not the best Guardians of the Galaxy setup I've ever seen. And now we do have a healer. Alright, that's good. They're gonna wound Danvers, but I don't think they're gonna kill her. Let's see if we can't clear that taunt. There we go. Alright, let's get Rocket out of there. Now let's start focusing on this energy generator right here. Sorry, Quill. You gotta go. Alright. So that was actually a pretty easy punch across. Wanted to get a sense of how they were going to do an alliance war. Didn't record that. Probably should have recorded that. I can go back and clip it out of this later. All right. 300K, 366. Maybe a little low. Maybe a little low. We'll see how the Mortys do with it. We're getting to the point where I'm only going to want to attack 400K teams, but that's not going to be tenable until we get up into a higher level of competition. So we'll leave that to the Mortys. Somebody had to make the deodorant joke. Somebody always makes a deodorant joke when they're talking about Black Order. All right, so we need to use some X-Force. Did we? Already? When did we do that? All right. We definitely want to knock some more of those milestones out. Use X-Force in combat. When have I used that? I don't remember using any X-Force in combat today, but I got another milestone. I'm confused. I'm confused. We did Arena where we used Black Order. We just did a war attack with Young Avengers, but I don't think there were any X-Force on it. I'm a little confused. Oh well. Let's see then. So what we need to do now, what all have I got hanging around up here? The milestone don't need any blitzing and war attacks. I thought you had to use, it said you had to use X-Force in combat. I guess you just get more if you use X-Force. It's a good suggestion, Nick. Looking good over there, but not ready for me yet. All right. So if I win a battle in Blitz, it's 2. If I win one with X-Force, it's 2. Does that mean if I win a Blitz battle with X-Force, it's 4? Does that mean I'm going to get 4? But I get more with X-Force. It stacks is what I'm trying to confirm here. Win or lose an arena battle with X-Force. Win or lose an attack in Alliance War. Any attack, 5 points. Okay. Any battle in the arena is worth 3. But 3 more if you lose, if you use X-Force. Okay. Let's see here. How's our arena timer looking then? We're ready. We're ready to go lose. We're ready to go lose. This is not going to go well for us. But that's cool because I don't want first place. I just want points. I want points. Well, I did just get myself 50 X23 shards.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
All right. We should verify. I didn't look at my point total before we started. No, that opened up something. That definitely opened good. Okay, so we're at an even 100 right now. All right. We're at an even 100. So this should, let's do another arena. So this should score 3 if it doesn't stack and 6 if it does. Oh, we're gonna get wrecked. There's that Thanos basic. I was waiting on that. I knew that was going to take us quick. And the power couple. All right. So is this going to be 103 or 106? I am assuming they stack. Otherwise, it would not even be worth using X-Force. Oh, that actually took us all the way to 118. How did we score 18 from that? Mr. Cabrera, you're quite welcome to, sir. Okay, so we won or lost an Arena Battle 3 with X-Force. Battle in Arena, 3 more. That's 6 points. I don't understand why that scored as many as 18. Is there a modifier? I'm confused. But it does definitely seem to score more if you're using X-Force. So we're going to continue to... Per character. Thank you, David. Thank you, David. Oh, man, I hate to hear that. It sucks when the power goes out. Sucks when the power goes out. People over here making body odor jokes. All right, not quite ready for a new call in war. So that's our 2 arena for the day, but we will be back. I can probably come back in a little bit and put 1 more arena attack in, and then with these guys, and then just save that last one for Black Order later when I'm trying to snipe number 1. So yeah, cool. Challenge is done. Blitz we could get on here in a minute. Let's do our raids though. Let's see what kind of timers we're looking at on raid. 31 minute left on the alpha raid. We could just let that one roll. Come back to it later. We're way late on this U7 raid, so let's jump into this and maybe spend some cores to catch ourselves up a little bit. My Emma, since you asked before we jump in here. My Emma Frost is sitting at about 60 something. Let's see here. Where you at? Where you at, Emma? Little below. Oh, look at there. Negasonic's done. Sweet. Oh, we're gonna get ourselves a 7-star Doc Ock. I'm so excited. All right, where you at, Emma? We're past you. We're past you. She should be somewhere in here. Where you at? Did I push her all the way up to the 70s? I did just take her to 12. She may be up here now. There she is. 71K, 5 red stars, gear tier 12. A couple of T4s in her. Gonna get 1 more in her on the White Queen on her passive. Yeah, I didn't realize I'd pushed her all the way up into the 70s. She was in the mid-60s last I knew, so that's where I was looking. So yeah, she's past Ultron. and is now a very functioning member of my roster. She's in there. She's in the lineup. We're using her on War Defense right now. We're going to use her in Blitz. So she's pretty strong. She's pretty good. I don't know what that little cape's doing. I don't know what that accomplishes. Whatever. Whatever. So, and I don't like her lipstick. But other than that, all right. So back to the Ultima 7 raid. Yeah, the Marauder team is real good now. I'm expecting to see some Marauder teams hit the top end of Arena before very long. And I'm building mine up in the preparation that I might end up using them as my defensive squad. I don't know. It'll probably be a little while before they're going to overtake Black Order's usefulness on offense. But if they turn out to be a decent... I mean, I know they're a defensive squad for War. I don't know that they're going to be that good for Arena. Time will tell. We know they can beat a Black Order when you're driving them, but a Black Order can beat a Black Order when you're driving them. So we just have to wait and see how that goes. Phantom, good morning to you, sir. Welcome back to the stream. All right. Let's just get this node rolling. This is the easy stuff for us, so I'm going to blind you. Just really quick, I'm looking at some war stuff, you know. Getting my strategies planned out. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
All right. Keep this thing rolling. Put Hand Archer on Brotherhood 2.0. Whatever for. 3% of the time, it works every time. All right, let's start off over here on Pyro and let them go. Oh, to fight Frost. For now, I am just going to stick with my Black Order team. But there will be a decision to be made when I finish up Dark Dimension 3 for the second run. And that decision is going to be, where do I put these Red Star upgrades, right? Now, if it looks like that Marauders are inching into the meta and overtaking Black Order at that point, or if they look like the more useful defensive squad, then I may go ahead and call my Black Order good for now and see about raising, you know, like getting Mr. Sinister to 7 reds and beefing up the others to 5 or 6. Because they do need a little more work in that regard. Really in all regards than Black Order does. But like I say, time will tell. I think we've probably all seen the videos of them dismantling Black Order, and so there's no doubt that they can do it. It's just a matter of how reliable and how long does it take them to overtake on everybody's roster. Joshua, good morning, sir. Welcome back to the stream. So we're knocking out our U7 raid right now. While I prepare the next round of Swifty Popery. Talking about the possibility of Emma Frost and Marauders changing up the meta. I think they're going to compete. I don't think they're going to just knock Black Order right out of there. Especially a lot of the people that have built up pretty hefty, you know, we've had time for people to build up some hefty Black Order teams. And I don't know if anybody's got, maybe besides Wolverine 1, that has a Marauder team that can dance in those circles just yet. There we go. I was going to say, I'd love it if we can kill that Pyro before he stealths. Thomas, good afternoon, sir. Welcome back to the stream. Good to see you. You enjoying your time off? So we just got Negasonic to 7 stars. And X-23 probably is not very far off now. So we are looking at a very high likelihood of a 7-star Doc Ock down the road. Domino, I think I've got Domino to 7. I could be wrong about that. I'll have to check. But I believe Domino's done. I'm pretty sure of it, in fact. Oh, man, I feel for you, Thomas. Those are rough. Go Black Bolt. Few more, but I think we'll, I know we're like 12 hours behind. I think they started this not long after I went to bed last night, so I'm going to put some cores into this to try to catch up. Can't let the Mortys down, above all else. I try to be a lead by example kind of guy. I don't mandate spending, but I spend, right? I don't mandate that you give me any more than the free attacks every war, but I give you 12 every time. You know, I don't mandate that you spend any defense boosts, but I give you 4 every war. You know, that guy, that's just how I roll. That's just how I roll. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Thomas. Those are not fun to pass. Yeah. Still, I work with a lot of guys, dude, who didn't manage their diabetes well, and now they're missing a foot. And those guys are, of course, mostly engineers and electricians. Most people in there are enough, there's enough laborer in them that if they lose a foot, they can't keep working. But we have some electricians and engineers that can still function, right? They're mostly there for their own noggin. So they can still function on the 1 foot. Getting around's a little difficult in some areas of that plant. There are lots of places that can only be accessed via ladder or at least a long winding stairwell. I dip into high blood pressure every now and then. I have been diagnosed with it being a little high here and there. Take some meds for a while. It levels off. They take me off the meds. I'm way too fond of chocolate and sweets. All right, we got a little energy, so that's good. We saved that from yesterday. Diet is my issue. I'll get some work. I'll get some, I'll burn some calories at work. I get up in the morning, I swing a kettlebell around to get myself loosened up. And if I get time at work, I'll put some time in the gym. But it just maintains my svelte figure of being shaped like a pear. Like it just keeps me from getting worse, which my diet is inexorably pushing me toward. It's that I need to clean up. Way too much eating out, not enough fresh fruits and vegetables. I don't really, I wasn't raised to know how to cook. I am ill prepared in that regard. And it's just not a skill I've ever picked up, man. I've always had a good job. I just eat out. Now we got DoorDash. I would like for that mystique to go away, please. There we go. That's what I was waiting on. Ah, no. I was just about to turn that off. It'll be all right. Still got some more. Let's keep it going. Yeah, definitely not getting any younger, Thomas. I'm a solid 46 now. Clearly on the back half of my 40s. It's all downhill from here. Well, my problem is, man, is I'll go in and I'll get a good workout during the day, right? I mean, I'm lifting heavy things, I'm turning wrenches. I get my time in the break room when it's a good day, but on a bad day, man, I'm out there wringing sweat all day long. You know, my clothes, my underwear just sticking to me. You know what I mean? Like sauna kind of sweating. And you'll burn a lot of calories and lose some weight doing that. But then I get out of there at the end of the day, and there ain't no damn food police hanging around. And let me tell you, man, when you have been viciously hot all day long, like clothes wringing wet, sticking to you hot, ain't nothing better than a goddamn chocolate milkshake, boys and girls. I'm telling you, I am weak. But it is a damn fine refreshment after a summer day in an auto plant. That and there's too many good burgers. Oh my God. I am at least 10 pounds overweight because of Five Guys burgers and fries. No doubt about it. A burger that tastes like it was cooked in your backyard. A bombing ass chocolate milkshake. And a sack of fries as thick as your head, right? Like, oh. That's great fast food right there. Making myself hungry, David. Speaking of which, I have some appetite expressant here. Yeah, that's pretty much Five Guys. Whatever you think you're ordering, it's actually a step up from there as far as fries go. Because what they do is they pack the burger and everything in the bottom, and then they put the fries on a little cup next to it. but then they just fill everything up on top. They want the whole top filled with fries. That way it keeps your burger warm on the ride home. Yeah, I got some SpaghettiOs and Chef Boyardee over there in the cabinet. That shit might be doomed. All right, yeah, one more. We'll do 100. Oh, nice. The only buff he could have dropped got resisted. All right, who all caught it? He did. No big deal there. And Shuri, we can live with that. So yeah, we can go ahead and top off health then. Drop these taunts. Ouch. Get back up, Shuri. Oh, that hurt. To a degree. Well, the best counter for Mercs right now is X-Force. But you know, also teams like Inhumans, to a lesser extent X-Men, although that might have changed with Beast. And any good meta team on a solid punch down can take them. But it's mostly X-Force that can punch up on them. Black Order can do them. And like I say, Inhumans. But it's always tough. I haven't tried, but I think AIM might do okay. All right, so we'll save from there. We're at 100 cores a pop now. We're on top of the list. We're looking good. All right, 4 minutes left on that strike raid. We're going to pick you up later. Let's go see how the war looks. $270. We'll check back. All right, Blitz, donations. I think I'm on timer. Yeah. All right, well, let's go kill a little time in Dark Dimension. And I mean a little time. Let's get ourselves, we're on the back half now of this node number 8. Looking forward to adding this Elite 5 I'll get as a reward for it to my total that I'm going to be saving up for Doc Ock. All right, let's get rid of you. Let's pull in Nick. That looks good. So Dark Dimension 3, take number 722. I don't know. Ugh. It's been 2 or 3 a day for months now. It's just such slow going. I don't get why people think this is fun. I don't get why Scopely thinks this is fun. All right, let's flood the field. All right, I think we mostly... Exactly what it is, David. It's just a wall to slow us up. That's well put. Let's save the heal and just burn that. I reckon my Ultron. You an offense down. Since I'm blinded, let's go ahead and all right. Might as well take a Venom. There we go. Let me add to that. Hang in there, Phoenix. That did some good. Gian, how the hell are you, sir? Nice to see you, man. Sorry if that took me a minute to notice that. I was intent on this ass whooping that I am receiving. Alright, let's top off a little health. Pass some of them buffs around. Appreciate it. All right, let's see now. We're near the end here. So we're just going to be basicing it out. We're pretty much done. That's it. That is all she wrote.
Well, then get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, you know? Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together. Get your shit together.
Alright, first things first, let's just defense these people up. Alright. In this case, with there only being 4 of them, I am going to go ahead. Yeah, we're going to get on that milestone event after this. Or I'm just going to buy another X23 offer and we're going to forget about the milestone event. It's going to be one or the other. It's going to be one or the other. Hard to say at this moment. Oh. No more blinding for you, Morto. Ah, I didn't consider that. I wanted the defense ups, but I didn't want to stealth everybody. Okay, surely he's done now. All right. We need to basic this guy down. Hang on to her special there. Her ultimate there. Don't use it. Get this drop. There we go. There we go. All right. Now who are we looking at here? Who's really got to go? Ooh, Falcon. No defense downs on him, but that's still going to hurt. That's going to start him off with a little damage. All right, let's get a Falcon of our own for sure. Get a little turn bar manipulation going here. Plus, as they start buffing themselves up, his ultimate will be nice. If he lives that long. Starting to see some major damage now. Nope, he did not live that long. Oh, Sam. Let's just hang on to that power. I think we can call this run done. All right, and so what we'll do then is we'll stack onto that with one more tiny run. Oh, I'm getting there. I'm so close. Just this one last node. No. War Machine put an end to my plans. But that's cool. We'll call it a day. We'll get back on it again tomorrow. That bar is getting a little shorter every day. We're technically almost to the 50% mark. But it feels like I'm past it because I know these last few sections go a little faster. All right, so there's our alpha raid. Don't need a war call yet. Let's take a look at what's showing on the board. Yeah, those Iron Fists are tough, Thomas. Okay, so definitely something doable there for the Mortys. So off we go. Yeah, we start with a global team. We might as well just take the big boys. Get through it fast. Not the greatest raid team, but I think they'll do this. So anyway, hello there and good morning if you're just joining us. My name is Vac. Welcome to Mortytown TV. We're playing some Marvel Strike Force at as high a level as possible. And we're trying to do that for you every day, when we can, twice a day, here on Mortytown TV. All right. These should roll pretty easy. Early nodes. Not the hardest raid for me. So anyway, if you'd like to join us offline, you can find a link to our cluster Discord in the description below. And it's open to all viewers of the channel. So come down to Blips and Chits, play some Roy, hang out with the Mortys. We'll be glad to have you. If you'd like to support the channel, there's a link in the description as well. Mostly we just love it if you can give us a like or a subscribe. It helps us grow. Yada, yada, yada. All right, so we're past that. We'll just go ahead and get rid of the globals now. And we can start using city characters. Where are you at, Miles? This new symbiote combination's working out pretty well for me. Like a Techverse. I don't know. We're working on a name. We're workshopping it. Of course, can't use Minerva here, so we got Miles in, and we're gonna lose Ultron on the next node, and we're gonna probably pick up. I mean, we could do Spider-Man, but I'm liking Kingpin a little better. Blind spell. Wrong click. I'm a terrible wizard. All right, you know what time it is.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
Oh yeah. All kind of swifty in here. All right, let's get this stealthing bastard of a minion out of here before we move on. He's a Bastich. Probably still the strongest minion. But there ain't much in many raids that can stand up to these symbiotes. It almost really doesn't matter what two characters you put out on the wings. If you have those three symbiotes in the middle, they just wreck everything. Guys on the outside will die. They'll just keep going. They don't care. Love that splash damage. Kind of glad that Scientist Supreme showed herself. Graviton, he's so strong. Don't think I have. I do actually. Let's do that. Pleasantly surprised to be wrong. Let's start with Frank. Lay down, Castle, you gotta go. Oh, I see a sentry. He'll just hang around in there. He'll be like, look, I'm not dangerous. I got a couple sides. I'm not even doing anything. And then, blah. Stealth everybody. All right. It's one more to do off the list. Mark Coulson, I don't need that on Baxos. Baxos is my my second free-to-play account, if you're new here. Or we just never mentioned that while you've been here. Let's see here. Let's go with the glad to see these back. Yeah, Baxos is my second account, my free-to-play account, and now my the alliance leader of the second alliance in our cluster, our farm team, so to speak. Which is a building project for me at the moment. We're filling out spots and we're leveling it up. Let's see here. We'll just save the 1. We need that to be about 5. 76. Because we're mostly there. See if somebody's on that. Somebody is. Huh. An X-Men on defense. I mean, I guess. It just seems a waste. You could take that 175k X-Men and knock out 250k teams if you use them on offense. anything that'll clear meta teams that are roadblocking your path should probably be used on offense. Anything else, especially if it's good enough to get you multiple wins, is designed for defense, then use it on defense, you know. So definitely, Shield, Hydra, Mercs, Asgard, all defensive teams. But X-Men, man, anything that meta, X-Men and Humans, those are all the top of my attack roster. I gotta have those in there. Lady Boy 3 is still tripping me out. People, man. You're blind. All right, well, I was hoping he was a little closer. It'll be probably the second I leave, it'll happen. Let's go lose another with X-Force. And then we might spend some blitz scores. Charges, whatever. Give me those retaliatories. All right, that's what we were looking for. 18 more points or whatever. And then later we'll put Black Order back in there and try to snipe number 1. So I need 3 more. Am I going to have any possibility of getting 50 in all this? 5, 10, 15. Only 15. Means it's time to wail out. Well, hello there. There you go. For all you meme lovers out there. For all you meme lovers out there. Now we can call it done. so moves her up to our second strongest X-Force member. Full 7 reds, or full 7 stars, so we're set on that. So no need to blow any blitz charges. We're in business on Doc Ock. And so then if I get those if I get the milestones up to the point where I can get the T4s, then great, and if not, whatever, you know. We'll see how this goes. There we go. Now we're ready to go in war. All right, so that's the reactor. Probably going to be a kill box. Absolutely is. My guess is that they have the 2 buff rooms to either side here. So what I want to do is I want to look and see just how strong these 2 guys are. All right, so we've got Iron Man with a, I don't even know what to call that. All right, Iron Man with a chair facing right. I don't know, something of this. All right, whatever that character is, and then Ghost Rider with a lopsided T. No. You. 4-7. All right, now where's my Ghost Rider? Ghost Rider, lopsided T, 6-6. All right, so there we go. So these guys are a little off, right? So here's what we're gonna do. Rather than go around, I think there might be some decent rooms up here, but probably not. So what we want to do is we want to, since they've got this kill box set up on us, we want to punch underneath of it and then come back up on engineering, right? So let's see about, we want to go with our boy over here on the left. They've got him front loaded, I think. But he's the guy we want. So I'm going to call clear and let's get a look underneath. Because what I want to see is, am I correct? Are security and engineering to either side? Or have they got one of those rooms placed directly below? I don't know if it's going to change too much what we do. It really depends on the TCPs we're facing. But for right now, I think that's going to be the way to go. So let's go in here and see if we can't punch right through all the buffs and the disrupted with my best shield counter and really one of my better teams. Slight punch down. They have all the buffs and advantages, so we'll see how this evens out. This team is generally dominating enough that I feel okay about it. So I definitely want to strip buffs off of Medic, most of all. But we're going to really just be positioning everybody here and trying to hit everybody with every shot. The loss of the taunt may hurt us, but if the RNG treats us good, nope, no, we got screwed. All right, well, we're just going to have to salvage the best we can out of this. No taunting. Reactor's tough. And this is why I advocate for our smaller Mortys to be ready to jump in there and take out any boosts. You know, I get a lot of people that spend 4 or 5 freaking energy, and then they're like, well, I didn't have nothing to do. Like, you could take a crap team that you haven't built yet and send it in there and take out that boost. You can eat up ultimates. You know, a lot of teams, they get really nullified if you eat their opening shot, and then they don't have it to spend on the next characters that they face. Then that pretty much will make them a lot less dangerous. And the point I try to drive home is that energy that doesn't get spent doesn't do shit for us, right? Like, you got to spend the energy. Even if you're spending it badly, go spend it. Do something. As long as you're not helping the enemy heal, and that's only a few teams that you should know enough to look out for. As long as you're not helping them heal, you're better off spending that energy and losing, because you help the next guy win. See, like, for me, it doesn't make sense to back out of this, right, and try to save this team. I've got like 14 possible offensive teams, and I can only spend 12 energy. So backing out of here and losing the energy and whatever I've done here, it looks like I might have killed somebody. But we're going to keep working at it. Maybe not. But at the very least, I've ate up some of their ultimates. I've gotten rid of that boosted that somebody put on it. Did not get a kill. But we're going to follow that up. Hopefully before they can put another boost on. And what I'm doing is I'm going to get trained in some of these Mortys that they look at that, they're like, well, I can't beat a 345k Asgard, and they just move on. Well, then take your team that cannot beat it and attack it to get rid of that boost and set up the next guy. And I'm either going to get this drilled into them, or I'm going to move them down as I recruit more people. All right, let's see now. I think for the follow-up, we're going to want to take Ghost Rider in here. Now that we've got these guys, buffs dropped off, a little dinged up, this shouldn't be too big a deal here. You never know. I mean, it can be a little streaky sometimes with Supernatural. There we go. Needed that heal block. Needed that. All right, we will. All right, we'll go ahead and extend. Not the best extension ever, but I need my Winds of Watum. Not anymore. Let's equalize and give everybody some deflect. Oh, he summoned the damn operative. Now I need to use that Winds of Watum. Beautiful. That might have Nick out of the game right there. Let's get rid of that operative. Hang on to that. I'd rather hang on to that and let one of these half injured die and bring them back just to get the extra damage out of Ghost Rider. I'm gonna hang on to that ultimate. All right. I think that's a summon. Yep, there we go. There we go. I'm definitely willing to come in here and do some punch downs at this juncture because this is their kill box. This is probably going to be the toughest opposition we face until we get into their bridge. And it's just, this is just set up to be stiff. You know, it starts off with the disrupt, so all of those teams that you have that count on buffing themselves up just don't do as well. And then of course you got the defense up, defense down. So it's very important that we don't lose focus through here. We stay on target. We just take the guy on the left. The guy on the right is about a mil higher in TCP. So we want to just punch through this guy's few good teams and move in from there. So let's see what we can do. With this new symbiote team. Let's try this. Pretty good punch down. Through all the buffs. Defense boosts, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So let's go for the God of Hammers. All right, we lived through that decently okay. I thought it did. Okay, so let's bypass all that heal block. Get people topped off. Get as many people as we can topped off. Let's. There we go. Get these buffs and heals going on. I think we can just basic Thor out of there. And now that he's gone, of course, it's going to be brutally important to get directly onto Hela, so she doesn't get herself a little Greg army. Don't waste anything good there. Hela comes out of stealth for us. Thank you very much. All right, so if everybody's stealthed, nobody's stealthed, so we can get rid of her now. And then let's use her as a bludgeon. Your turn, Loki. Okay, your turn, Heimdall. Oh, or not. You guys figure it out. Okay, so this team turned out to work okay here. None of those defensive boosts or room buffs really mattered there. I'm getting more confident in that new symbiotes team. I might start using it on more difficult challenges. All right, so yeah, I think we're punching through the best of his stuff there. It really helps to have a lead block with when people put Brotherhood on defense, because not only will, if somebody takes a decent enough team to live a round or two into there, they'll not only get rid of the defensive boost, but will eat up all the big abilities that really make that team good. They all use their stuff in the first turn or two. So basically, if you can just get somebody to use Mystique's ability and Magneto's ultimate opener, then at that point, then that team's kind of, they spent their wad. That's it. They're done, right? It's pretty easy to clean them up on a second run. So that's why I need my little Mortys in here. Throw in some lead blocks. That's how we make this spread on our TCP work. All right. So moving right along. World Warrior, Oliva, always on top of that list, man. Oliva's serious. So a good pickup that we've made. All right. So we're good on X-Force. Looking good on the war, daily objectives, blitz, and donation. All right, so let's get a couple blitzes in. Let's try that one. So not bad. Not too bad at all. I've had worse mornings. Well, that went quick. And that should score extra. We're just going to do a few fights. We should go ahead and just use some charges and stick with this team. Let's try the big one. You are correct, Thomas. I'm looking back over some old chats there. Sorry. Yeah, you are correct, Thomas, that it would be, it's way better for Deadpool to be the strongest. None of that bothers me. Of course, with her resistance. Oh, well, there goes rescue. And really, it's just better. I mean, Deadpool is better off being your highest character on this team. Number one, just because he's going to be a lot of the DPS. But two, because there are a lot of abilities that will focus him first, being the highest DPS. And that's the best thing you're going to get as far as a taunt with this team. If there was actually a way to taunt with Deadpool, that would be sublime. It would make this a way better team. Probably way too OP. But it's a thought. Because then you could taunt with Deadpool, they'll kill him, he'll heal 80% health, you just keep right on going. It's hardly fair. We'll see how we do with Captain Marvel. No point in doing anything to Captain Marvel. She'll just clear it right before she does that. But I think that ate up both the taunts that I was looking at. Ooh. Yep, there goes Danvers. All right, let's not let him heal up. All right, closer than I would have liked. These guys are just an above average blitz team. They really shine in war. All right, let's see here. Daily's done. Come back for the donations later. How many of these did that get us? Just a one? Yeah, I'm probably not going to push too hard. Certainly not going to spend a bunch of blitz charges over it. Yeah, I need to definitely get Deadpool worked up into the front of that spot. Because, yeah, all those abilities that people like Coulson and that have that go after the high DPS character, usually not always her on the high damage, but she does have a pretty good damage stat. 16k. Seems like controllers with high damage are really some of the better characters in the game, but Graviton more comes to mind than Domino. Anyway, let's see here. Moving right along on the war. Mortys are all over it. Putting in work. And let's see, did we get raids done? I could see me getting around to buying some Deadpool stars one day. Red stars. But with the introduction of Emma Frost, it might not be any day soon, because it looks like if Marauders is going to be in the discussion for arena meta, then I'm going to probably end up putting some stars into them. I mean, the 5 red stars on Frost is a nice start. They nearly heal block Miles right out of there. All right. One more look at it. One more look at it. What have we got that will take out a 485? And possibly not be too wasteful. We can try it with aim. Feel pretty decent about that, even with the buffs, because the buffs are not going to hurt aim as bad. We'll have to live without taunt for a turn, a long turn. But if the RNG goes our way, then that might work out. That's true. We're not going to have to live without taunt at all. We're just going to turn that into an invulnerability. Buffs. Get my taunt going. All right, we're in good shape. Immunity. They didn't bring a healer, I noticed. Oh, sorry, Groot. All right, well, I'm glad I held that heal in reserve then. Oh, there went Graviton. We're not letting up on you, big guy. I don't need you self-healing. Oh, he would get the Groot taunt up. That was good timing on it. All right, I'm going to need some reses. I'm going to need some reses. Big time. Didn't get one there. Might be in trouble. That's the RNG of this team. Oh, see, she goes down before. See, didn't get one there either. We might be in big trouble here. Taunt might can pull us out though. Yeah, Taunt can maybe turn us around. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Yeah, that hurt. Nah, not my finest hour. That will have to do for now. I'll keep an eye on that, Mortys. Come back on the call. Let's see here. What milestones do we open with that? We'll take it. Okay, so that's going to conclude Mortytown TV for the morning. I want to thank all of you for watching. Especially want to thank those of you who've been riding along live this morning. Thomas, Gian, Joshua, all the usuals. Appreciate having you guys here. And if you're watching later on YouTube, thanks for watching all the way to the end, man. That was awesome. So, yeah, well, that made it very defensive. So anyway, that's going to wrap me up for the morning. You guys will be back tonight about 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the evening stream. So until I see you guys again, be cool. Keep gaming. I'm Vac, and I'm out of here.